right, ladies and gentlemen. And now, introducing the fighters for this first championship of the evening, a national super flyweight, a national featherweight championship, beg your pardon. And we have the man to fight out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, comes in weighing 57 kilograms with a career record of 5 fights, with a career record of 4 fights, 4 wins, and 4 wins coming by way of knockouts. He is a knockout artist, and he is fighting all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Introducing the one and the only Farouk Taofeek. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, comes in weighing 57 kilograms with a career record of 12 fights, 2 wins, and 9 losses. One of his 2 wins coming by way of knockout. He has 1 draw. Former 3-time national title challenger. And hoping for a 4th-time lucky. Introducing Ujo Arabambi. And our referee Olaifa with his instructions to the boxers.
Good evening, guys. I'll be the third man in the ring during the action. Keep it clean at all rounds and listen to my commands at all times. Good luck. Top blocks.
10 rounds of boxing for the National Featherweight Championship.
Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's still the best of boxing action, reaching you from the National Institute for Sports Gymnasium, located inside the National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos, Nigeria. It's a Battle of the Ages, No Surrender, brought to you by D-Lads Boxing Promotions, and of course, sanctioned by the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control, the NBBFC. Definitely looking out for this cracking one. It is a featherweight contest, and trust me, I'm going to be seeing a whole lot of fisticuffs flying out this evening. Ojo Arabambi, vastly experienced, but hasn't been very successful, but then of course we've got relatively inexperienced Ajobi in
Round 1.
Farouk Ajobi Taofeek, who has got just a few fights under his belt, but he is very, very proficient, very prolific. 4 bouts, 4 knockouts, as straight as that. No playing around. And of course, it's for the national featherweight title. So a lot is at stake. Arabambi has made 3 title challenges, but all have fallen short. Will he be 4th time lucky this time around? Time will tell. Both boxers starting a bit, just rather, cautiously. We've seen that a lot today, except for Shitu Afolabi, who scored a massive, 5th round TKO after his opponent, Nuruddin Salahu, failed to turn up in the fifth round. So that's a totally different thing, I must say. But we're looking forward to a cracking one. These two fighters, Ajobi, who fights out of Lagos, and then of course Arabambi fighting out of your state, Ibadan to be precise. You know, these two boxers, different styles, but they are youthful, almost the same physique. You know, if you look at what they skilled in coming into the fight, Farouk, who's fighting out of the blue corner, weighing at 57 kg, and his opponent also 57 kg. The thing about the other boxer talking about Arabambi is that he will always, put up a good fight. He is a very durable boxer as well. But like I said, he hasn't been, lucky, if you could use that word. He's had more losses than wins. In fact, he's got 9 fights altogether, and he's lost 6, won 2, and drawn 1.
Wow.
And he's also challenged for the national title 3 times, and he's failed.
He lost against Obaswaga, Morofa Konji, and some other people. But hey, he's tough, he's resilient, he doesn't give up, he doesn't back down. Ojo Arabambi is known for his resilience. But his opponent is like a new cat in the game.
Yeah, new cat, but the cat is really prolific if you look at him. I mean, how do you explain 4 fights, 4 knockouts? Straight up.
He's the son of a coach.
No playing about.
The son of a Nigerian coach.
So that explains it.
That explains better. Taofeek Ajobi Farouk is on green and white boxing trunks, and his opponent Ojo Arabambi is fighting from the red corner. He's on blue, red, and boxing trunks, and a little bit of white shaky stuff on the side. The round 2 is on the way. The third man in the ring, as the action is on the way, is Tayo Olaifa. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Lads Boxing Promotions. Ojo Arabambi is not wasting time at all. He's quickly going in. Good body shots there coming from Arabambi. Ajobi Farouk receiving it with pleasure, dancing around the ring. The referee steps into caution Ojo Arabambi. Good shot there coming, but it misses.
Once again, it's pretty much the way they started off in the first round. Both boxers taking it easy. And Ajobi has a bit of a swell underneath his 2 eyes, but it does look like it's the shape of his face. But I think it might also be as a result of some sparring sessions as well. But so far, so good. He's got himself very well protected. And he's scoring some very good points against Arabambi. Nice combination. Doesn't go through. I told you earlier, I said it earlier that Arabambi is pretty much a very durable boxer. He may not score as many points as he should, but you'd expect to see a rugged fighter in him.
Yes, a very rugged fighter. A good counter from Ajobi Farouk sends his man back to enable him set a proper combination. Another one.
Nice combination there from Ajobi.
You can see how he steps away. He's still young. He's still fresh. And hey, he got lots of stuff going on for him at a young age. 4 wins.
Oh, beautiful counter there coming from Ajobi once again. And I love the fact that he's throwing those jabs from his right. And then, of course, being a southpaw as well. Another southpaw boxer, we must say. Keeps that his left and waits for the big one. Look at that. Once again, good body punch coming from Arabambi. Who's going for an uppercut there, but he needs to watch his swing. Ajobi's been quite comfortable, to be honest, so far. Nice one. Arabambi trying to, chase his boxer across the ring. But he needs to go.
He needs to be careful.
Good job there coming
Cautious,
from
like I
Arabambi.
always say.
He's mixing it up, putting in some good uppercuts and body punches, and then of course straight jabs as well. That round is gone.
Anytime I do, whether night or day, I do on my chain. Even on my leg.
Oh, that's it. That's that combination coming from the highlights of the last round. Battle of the Ages, season 11.0. No surrender is what it has been tagged. Coming out to you this Easter weekend. How are you guys doing out there? Hope you've been enjoying your Easter holidays. If you're in Nigeria, it will be coming to a close tomorrow. So you better get the best out of your Easter holiday. Because tomorrow is Easter Monday. And today's Easter Sunday, of course. And bank holiday, as they call it out there in England. But public holiday in Nigeria will be...
Why is it called a bank holiday?
You bank the day.
Oh, you bank the day.
You bank that day. It's a holiday for you. Anyways, I think that's what it is. I'll find out exactly, but I think that's what it is. But then, of course, tomorrow, like I said, it's the final day of the 2-day Easter celebration that's been announced by the federal government of this country, which was for Friday, which is Good Friday, and Monday. So tomorrow's Monday. Those not on essential duties will be back to work on Tuesday. But you know what? We are essential duties. Myself, and of course, the Hurricane, Angel of Boxing. He's got so many names. Talkomania. He just brought that one up again. He just has a lot of names that he has. Sometimes I'm not too sure whether he's the one giving himself some of these names. But I know that we know him as Angel of Boxing. I know we also know him as the Hurricane. Don't mix him up with the Hurricane, the real Hurricane. Well, not the real.
I'm the real Hurricane.
No, man. The Hurricane is the boxer. That's the world.
I'm the real Hurricane.
Former world champion. Don't even go there.
Come on.
You ain't got nothing on that one.
I challenge the real Hurricane at the boxing fight.
It's just like you coming to tell me that you are. Let me look for one major nickname. Okay, you come and tell me that you're an Iron.
Iron.
Everybody knows that the one and only Iron is, of course, Mike Tyson.
No, I can call myself Iron. Depends on what I'm ironing out now.
Iron Mike Tyson, man.
I'm ironing out stuff.
No, you can't. You can't. Well, you can be ironing. That means you're a dry cleaner. Anyways, let's get back to the ring right here.
Yeah, the ringside.
National Institute for Sports Gymnasium, National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos. And interestingly, talking about this location, not the exact one, but National Stadium, it has seen quite a lot of, illustrious fights, memorable fights for Nigeria.
Explosive ones.
The likes of Obisi Anwakpa, who's also a national coach for Nigeria. We have to talk about the likes of Jeremiah Okorodudu, another member of the Nigeria Boxing Board of Control, or the Nigeria boxing referees, is the one and only Smokey Joe Lasisi. I can keep mentioning them, the Ander brothers, Billy Famous. The list is endless.
Akim Mayego and the rest.
Not Jim Mayego, And it's beginning to hot up. And we're beginning to see a lot of stinging, shots coming from Ojo Arabambi.
Ojo Arabambi has a style of fighting. Sometimes you think he's tired and he's wearing off. That's where he gets his strength from.
I mean, take a look at the highlights.
Look at the highlight, you can see. Look at the jab. Look, see the power, see the tenacity. But Ojo Arabambi is a tough boxer. But hey, Arabambi Farouk is equal to the task, as you can see. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the voice of the Talkomania. You can call me the Hurricane, but I am the Angel of Boxing. And I'm hanging out with one of Nigeria's very best boxing commentator and the person of Nero at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is sanctioned by the Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, led by Dr. Rafi Oladipo, and sanctioned by and put together by Chukwuka Oosai, who is the matchmaker for this bout. The venue is the National Institute for Sports Gymnasium. And if you're watching, want to watch us live, go on Star Times and channel 244. You'll catch us live there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're right back to the round of 4. So the round of 4 is on the way. Good uppercut there coming. Coming from Ojo Arabambi. Catches Ajobi Farouk, who is very, very, very tough, strong, and durable. He knows what to do and how to go about it. Look, what I noticed about Ajobi Farouk is that he's got a powerful defensive mechanism.
Oh, good combinations there. You know, I just I would love to see him, you know, let fly those you know, combinations. He seems to be very stinging with it, but like we said earlier, he's up against a very durable boxer who doesn't really get bothered about too many shots. You know, even though nice one there catches him again.
Good shots there coming from Ajobi Farouk. He's on green and white boxing trunks, while Ojo Arabambi is on blue and red boxing trunks. I think this fight is a little bit boring. What do you think, Nero?
I wouldn't use boring. I think both boxers are they're not sizing each other up anymore.
It's the 4th round.
Yeah, but you know what? This is a national title fight. First up, Arabambi doesn't want to lose again. You know, he's trying to be more tactical. A lot of times we've accused him of not being tactical in his bout. But oh, lovely. Like I said, I'd love to see Ajobi. You know, it's obvious that he's a more skillful fighter.
Yeah.
More technical. Let me not say skillful, more technical. You know, but he's up against a very durable boxer who will not go away. He will keep poking at you. That's talking about Ojo Arabambi. You know, but does Ojo have something that can trouble you? That is where the question is. You know, can his punches really trouble you?
Yeah, you're very correct.
Seconds out. Round 5.
Okay, round 5 there. It's a 10-round contest. Timeout called by referee Alifa there. And referee Sheyi George, rather. No, retire life. I got it right. Sorry about that. Arabambi looking away there. I don't know what that was. What was that about?
Looking at?
I think it was, you know, sometimes some of these fans, Some of these fans seem to distract their boxers. I don't know why that is. Arabambi tries to go on the inside, but Farouk Taofeek does a great thing. Fending him off. Once again, Dance is out of trouble. Dance is out of trouble. Lovely counter punch there. That almost looked like a slap coming from Arabambi. Nice jab again. Those right jabs coming from Taofeek Ajobi. Nice one again, scoring again. He seems to be taking his time, you know, picking his man every time he gets the opportunity. Oh,
good one there. Good body shot. Ajobi Farouk is a very, very, what's it called?
Tactical.
Yes.
Very tactical.
Very, very.
I love the way he catches him, but he says no. That's a rabbit punch there. And that rabbit punch came as a result of frustration.
Frustration, yes.
You know, when he got Ajobi with a body punch, Ajobi just lovely jab again. Just seemed to tell him.
Jabs are very smart and swift.
That's the right word. Yeah. Smart and swift. You know, Ajobi seemed to just told him, you know what, nice body shot, but he didn't do anything to me. Nice body punch.
Nice body shot coming from
Arabambi is just allowing himself, you know, to get caught every now and then. And that's because he's not he's protecting himself, but he's throwing his punches recklessly. And Ajobi is just making sure that whenever oh, look at that again. Every time the opening comes up.
But one thing about this man, what's his name?
Arabambi.
He keeps coming to you.
That's what I told you. He's a durable boxer.
Very tough, very
and they are
unrelented boxer.
They are the most dangerous boxers.
Very, very dangerous.
Because
you don't know when the shot will come out.
You know, he keeps pressing forward every time. And Ajobi is just doing the right thing.
By avoiding those punches.
Wow.
Beautiful move by
all punches thrown. Ajobi weaving himself out of them. Another jab again. He just keeps scoring those jabs easily. Easily. And he has not even let fly his powerful left hook.
Just the jabs.
Good footwork. And he scores another one just
beautiful
before the bell
one
again.
there by both boxers. But I tell you, I must give it to to Ajobi Farouk, who is actually dancing around the ring, stinging his opponent and moving from coast to coast. It was a beautiful show there, a show of boxing. He's been coached by his father, you know. He's a popular Coach SK. That's what they call him. Yeah, he has coached a lot of boxing.
So when you hear that, it means his name is Sikiru.
Yeah.
That's why you call you SK.
SK. You know, something like that. But so far, so good. It's beautiful. It's a happy moment here in Nigeria. Oh, look at the replay, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, Arabambi is going in for the kill. But Ajobi Farouk dances away all the time. Oh, that was a good one there. I think that one hurt him a little bit. And another one. Oh, that was a punch at the back of the head.
Round 6.
Sixth round of the third bout of the night. 3 more to come. And if you're just joining us on live stream or on Better Sports, Star Times channel 244, this is the Battle of the Ages. No Surrender, season 11.0, reaching you from the National Institute for Sports Gymnasium at the National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos, Nigeria. Kudos to D-Lads Boxing Promotions for putting this together. And of course, kudos to the sanctioning body as well that has helped to revive professional boxing in Nigeria. Arabambi seemingly going for a kill, but it's not really. You know, you go forward aimlessly. You need to be very tactical. It's not just about, you know, being aggressive unnecessarily or aimlessly. You need to be tactical. Look at that lovely jab against. Oh, 2 beautiful combinations again. And he catches him again. You know, Ajobi is just, you know, every time he wants to score, he scores. Arabambi needs to, find a more tactical way. It's obvious that you can't just go forward and attack this very, very intelligent boxer. And the good thing about both of them, but more especially Ajobi, is that he has a lot of future ahead of him. Sure. Of course, he's in the right hands, being coached by his dad, who himself a former boxer and now a national boxing coach as well. Oh, nice one again. Those right jabs have done a lot more damage than what is expected to be his most dangerous punch. Good one there, but Farouk now ready to mix it up,
He's ready. He's really ready to mix it up now.
Punch for punch. And you can look at the way he's making Arabambi make a lot of mistakes, He just missteps.
Nice one. Good one, two shots coming from Ajobi. But I think those punches are not connecting properly.
They're connecting. You're just looking at it from the power of the punches. Like I always say, you don't need to have powerful. Oh,
good one.
Good left and right combination again. They don't need to be, punches that can knock you out. They're just punches that do the job. Score with the judges, and that's what he's been doing.
Another one. And the crowd is sending to a frenzy, ladies and gentlemen. It is the end of the round. And Ajobi Farouk makes it beautiful for the crowd as they all go into frenzy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Talk of Mania, and we are live here outside the National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos State, Nigeria. What's the replay again there on this end? What do you say about this bout?
Look at those combinations, Arabambi tries to catch him there.
But
he catches him with one. But look at the way he stands his way out of that. And then he's going to come back and score combination of his own. Look at that. He catches him with another jab.
Round 7.
Round 7 on the world, ladies and gentlemen. Ojo Arabambi is fighting from the red corner, is in blue and red boxing trunks, while Ajobi Farouk is fighting from the blue corner, is on green and white boxing trunks. The bout is stopped for a while as the coach steps in to adjust the gloves off.
So he sees the rope dangling, which is usually not good, of course, and he wants them to continue. Arabambi very rugged, didn't even go to the corner. He's back again, and he gets caught again. Another jab. What I don't like, what I would love Arabambi to do more is that when you're going forward, it's not just about rushing your opponent. You need to protect yourself, and he doesn't do that enough. Look at Ajobi Farouk just dancing around. Good footwork, trying to frustrate his opponent and making it very difficult. Look at the way he's weaved his way out of that. Throws those right jabs again to set his opponent, and he catches him with that one. Dances out again, but look at that. And again, 2 good right jabs there. And these are what matters on the judges' scorecard, especially if you don't get sucker punched.
That's what we call television scoring. When everybody sees what you're doing, you hit right at the right place.
It's not, well, everybody includes the judges as well.
It's called television scoring.
Oh, look at that. Brilliant one. Ducks his way out of that once again.
But I think the punches of Arabambi is getting a bit weaker.
Massive, 2 big one there. A left and a right combination that sends Arabambi's head go backwards. Catches him again. Oh, The second one not scoring there. I have a feeling that referee Olaifa might want to, call a timeout so that the gloves, the tapings on the gloves of Arabambi can be done properly because it's dangling. And you know the good thing about Joby, he can also fight on the inside, but a good shot there coming from Arabambi. Both boxers catching each other. Arabambi looking for that uppercut, but doesn't really connect.
Doesn't really connect because of the guard of his opponent. Always standing strong.
Gets caught again. Every time he throws a punch, by the time the hands are coming back, Taofeek Ajobi is going.
There's always a counter from Ajobi Farouk. Let's look at the replay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see. Good one, wow, good shot settlement. It hits him and it rocks him backwards. Wow, beautiful. Ajobi Farouk.
You must squat with the mad vibes. Farouk, cannot be loud, you know. Asaka,
Round 8.
Two more rounds to go. If it does go the distance, that is. Arabambi, I think, yeah. I said it. Sooner or later, you'll have to call that. And that tape on his on the gloves of Arabambi. And just letting you know, once again, if you're just joining us, this is the best of Nigerian boxing. And it's brought to you by D-Lads Boxing Promotions. This is the Battle of the Ages. Season 11.0. Tagged No Surrender. Reaching you from the National Institute for Sports Gymnasium, National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos, Nigeria. We've already had 2 bouts before this. And of course, those bouts saw, starting off with Taiwo Gentleboy Olowu scoring a unanimous points decision over Oluwatoyi Omotosho. And it was followed by a 5th round technical knockout by Afolabi Shitu, who knocked out Nuruddin Salahu, who failed to come out of his corner in that 5th round. That was in the 10 rounds of National Super Flyweight Challenge. We are on to the 3rd of 6 bouts for the... Oh! Try to catch his opponent there, but... 7 bouts actually coming up. And of course, this is between Farouk Ajobi Taofeek, who is sporting the green and white trunks, and he's up against Ojo Arabambi sporting the red and blue trunks. And there's a lot at stake in this bout, which is in its 8th round. What is at stake is absolutely massive. It's the national featherweight title. And whoever wins this becomes the new national featherweight champion of Nigeria. Who will it be? Ojo Arabambi who is going for a fourth title challenge, or that young man who is going for a very first one. Talking about
seconds out. Round 9.
and another score there coming from Farouk, who's now throwing those jabs a lot. And it does, you know, the way Arabambi fights, you begin to wonder, oh, nice one there. He lets that left fly, and you could see the impact. Another jab again. And once again, he has a way of dancing his way out. Dances his way out of it again. And of course, you know that he's not one of those kind of fighters who's scared of being hit, but it's just about a case of hit and don't get hit.
Ajobi Farouk moves around. I think he's more doing like the Muhammad Ali kind of style. Float like a butterfly and stink like a bee. What do you think about that? You can, I don't to ask you. You have seen it and you have seen it already, the way it moves. Right?
Absolutely. It's just sticking and moving.
Sticking and
And
moving.
it's really scoring.
It's really scoring. That's how to fight. Stick in, stick out, move, but you must score.
It's sticking and moving. Even though he's been, stalked all over the ring, but he's actually the one who's... And the funny thing is that whenever he stays with Arabambi doesn't seem to be able to do anything.
Doesn't seem to know what to
Nice
do.
one there. He did well there with that uppercut, which was an improvised one. And he catches him with another good one. Oh, that's another beautiful right cross there. And it's just frustrating his opponent.
That's the word, frustration. You see,
Ojo is asking him to
stay put, let's fight. But hey,
he's fighting you, man. You are the one who needs to
beauty.
You need to look for a way to
Wow. That's how to fight already. That's how to fight. That's how to fight. That's how to fight. Stick in, stick out, float around like a butterfly, or you sting like a bee. That's just how to fight. You can see the replay. It catches his man whenever he wants to. After moving around, it frustrates his man and does the damage. Boom, 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 boom. And that's what it's all about. And that's what boxing is about. You don't need to stay all the time. You can see the shot coming. After moving around, it conserves energy, throws the punch, hits the target, and while his man is all frustrated about it. Beautiful show there, ladies and gentlemen. Arabambi still trying to figure out what to do.
Seconds out. Round 10, the final round.
Wow, 9 rounds already expended. This is the 10th round, ladies and gentlemen. It is a title fight between Ojo Arabambi and Ajobi Farouk. It's been explosive. We've seen Ajobi moving around every time, trying to frustrate his opponent. But hey, Ojo,
You know what I would love to see?
yes,
I want to see whether Ajobi is going to like. I don't think he scores another one again. I don't think he wants to risk it though. You can see 2 quick right jabs there scoring. Third one.
he wants him to stay, but hey,
But my issue with Arabambi is that you want a fighter to stay with you, but you're rough. Your shots are not accurate. You know, your punches are not going straight where it should go to.
you know
And
what?
it's like you're running into your opponent when he stays. And if you're fighting anybody intelligent, that person wouldn't want to wait because there could be a clash of heads. There could be anything, you know. If you were staying and then fighting the person punch for punch, then it's a different case.
Very, very, very class. Wow.
Nice one. He tries that uppercut there, but it doesn't really connect. But he gets caught in the process.
Very
Ajobi-
slicky move.
Ajobi is absolutely dominated this fight. Absolutely. I mean, look at the way. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful one. He knows what he's doing. Moving around like that, he wants to keep it clean.
And then he's clinching when he needs to clinch. Right now he's clinching, to get a bit of breath. And then you see him, looking for his opponent. Whenever his opponent is open, he's scoring his points. They need to watch out the way their heads are clashing.
They need to really watch out because that stops the bout.
But I think he's got this in the bag unless there's a sucker punch from somewhere. Oh! Catches Arabambi once again.
Oh, that's it. Float like a butterfly. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
I think that
I can see the frustration on it.
that explains what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Every time Ojo throws a punch, he's going with the whole of his body. And he keeps getting caught. You see? He needs to listen.
I think he's frustrated.
The referee's trying to tell him something here. But he's just chasing his opponents all over the place. And like I say, it's not always about you chasing your opponent. It's about how good can you hit your opponent.
Wow. Ajobi Farouk moves around, dances like a bee on the ring. That's a beautiful show of boxing. Ajobi Farouk dances around till the 10th round. Ojo Arabambi seemed not to know what happened there, but hey, it's a good fight so far, so good.
Arabambi, I don't know what his sign was for. Well, we don't know what the sign is for in boxing, but let's take a look at the highlights of this round once again. Boom! And look at how, he's making him miss a lot of the shots. I like Ojo Arabambi, but my only issue with him is the fact that he needs to culture his punches. He needs to train those punches to be more efficient. I mean, look at that. How many times did you see that happen? Anyways, it's over now. A new champion in Nigeria's national featherweight category will be crowned tonight. And I think I know where that is going. It's tilted towards the national colors of this country. I'm going to leave it there. Wait for the judges. Because Ralph Chidozie Judge, the ring announcer, will give us the results compilation of all the judges. Stay tuned for that. Coming up short.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The bout went the distance, and after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. 2 of the judges, Sheyi George and Arabambi Maruf, scores it 97-93. And the third judge, Sheyi Ajao, scores it 99-91. All for your winner by unanimous decision. And new national featherweight champion. Give it up for Taofeek. Arabambi. And we have the new super featherweight champion of Nigeria. The new champion in the superweight category is being decorated by the supervisor of the fight and the president of Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, Dr. Rafiu Oladipo.
An emotional one there coming from Ajabi Farouk, but we're gonna I think he's trying to outdo his dad. His dad himself a champion as well. But he's already on the way. And like I said, this young man has a very bright future ahead of himself. Very emotional.
Very, very bright future.
And he's giving a very fantastic account of himself.
Arabambi Farouk steps out as the champion, the national featherweight title, steps away.